Hey there, welcome to your new student orientation. I want to extend to you the biggest welcome to NCC. Let's go through a little NCC history. NCC was founded in 1997 by Dr. John Kinney as Northwest Massage School. Dr. Kinney serves as NCC's president to this day. Since then, coming from just having one program, we have now expanded. We offer, just in 25 years, 17 different programs, including 5 degree granting programs. Our programs are designed to prepare students to become employed in their field of study. We used to see Dr. John Kinney around here quite a bit at the school, and he still pops in every now and then. Make sure if you ever see him, you say hello. This man has done so many great things and has afforded us all this opportunity to explore education, have jobs, and just make a difference in the community in which we live. All right, we've heard a little bit of history with NCC. We have met Dr. John Kinney. Here is another group of wonderful individuals. And if you look very closely, each and every one of them have something similar. And what is that? It is, yes, their last name. Their last name is Kinney. These are the children of Dr. John Kinney, and they are wonderful people. We have Mr. Patrick Kinney, who is our CEO, Dr. Stephanie Kinney, Dr. Thomas Kinney, and Mr. Michael Kinney. These are not only his children, these are the owners of our school. They work here at the school on a daily basis. You will see them. They are fully vested in your education. They are fully invested in giving you the best experience possible. Listen, if you ever see one of them in the halls, and you will, please say hi. They love talking to students. They love making a difference, and they are just overall fantastic people. I must say so myself. So if you ever see the Kinneys in the hallways, say hello. This is our executive board. Let's talk a little bit about NCC's career-driven curriculum. There are a couple goals that we have here at NCC. That is to prepare you for certification and to prepare you for employment. And so we have engaging online lectures and assignments. Those things will be done when you are not in class. So you will have coursework, there will be lectures that you will need to listen to, there will be assignments that you need to submit, that type of traditional type of learning. But what makes NCC so awesome is that we have, when you come to class, when you come to campus, we have interactive hands-on in-person labs, and then we also have interactive hands-on labs even in a virtual environment. And so you will experience that part of our curriculum also with the engaging online part of our curriculum, and then we put that together to ensure that you have what you need to be successful out in the field. We only have a short time, a short window to be able to prepare you, and we understand the importance of both styles. And so that's one of the things that we do so awesome here at NCC, and I'm so proud of what we do. It's that we're combining that traditional learning with that let's get our hands dirty, let's get out there, let's show that we can do what we've learned, show what we can do, what we've read. We put that together to give you this awesome experience. And so with that, we're preparing you for certification, we're preparing you for employment, so you will be ready when it's time to graduate. Now that you are officially a student here at NCC, I would encourage you to visit northwestcareercollege.edu. Go to our website, check out our outcomes data and our consumer disclosures. It's great reading, and then I think you're going to find a lot of valuable information that I know I would probably want to know as a student. So when you get a moment, go ahead and check us out. All right, let's get into some fun stuff. We are going to talk about the NCC Mobile App. All right, if you haven't already done so, the first thing I need you to do is download the NCC app. You can go to your Apple Store or your Google Play for our Android users and type in NCC App. When you find it, download it. If you need time to do that right now, go ahead and press pause on this presentation, because it'll be super nice if you're able to go through the different things we're going to explore today on your phone as I'm talking about it. So go ahead and press pause, download it, and then we will resume. Now that you have downloaded the app, let's log into the NCC app. So go ahead and open it. Step one is to open it. You want to sign in with Google, okay? You want to make sure you click the sign in with Google, and then step two is that you want to choose the right account, the right email. So you may have some other accounts already listed for whatever the reason. You want to make sure that you're using your school account. And so if you haven't already logged into your school account, you're going to want to select use other account and make sure you put in your school email credentials. That is going to be the way that you need to access the app. If you're accessing it any other way, you want to make sure you follow these steps and then use another account and put in your school email address to register the app, and so that you're able to use it correctly. Let's go over some of the app features. So you'll have your digital student ID, you'll have your campus maps, your class schedules, employee directory, IT support, and much more. I hope you have it downloaded. I hope you were able to get in it by using your NCC email credentials, which should be your first name last name at northwestcareercollege.edu, so that we can follow along together looking at these awesome features of the NCC app. Accessing your digital student ID. Now this is cool to be able to access your digital ID. We don't give out physical IDs, but you do have an ID for the school digital. So if you look at the top right hand corner of your app, you should see like this picture symbol, as you see right here. If you click that, you'll be able to access your ID. The information that you're going to be able to find in that digital ID, you're going to have your student ID number, your program, and the shift when you're actually taking that program, whether like your day or your night. That's what I mean by shift. Your NCC student email. So if you don't know what your email is, that for some reason, if you forget, but I promise you, after a couple weeks here, you're going to have that long email memorized. And then it will also have the link to your Canvas course where you're doing all of your schoolwork, and then a link to the student portal where you're going to be able to access important information like financial aid. You'll be able to look at your attendance, etc., etc. So this digital ID is super cool. You'll be able to use it at places where you can kind of like maybe get a discount because you're a college student. So this will be the ID you need to show them, and plus it has all of this important information. Another part of the NCC app, another section you can click on, is our campus maps. And this is where you are going to find all of the different buildings that NCC has, where they're located, and their hours of operation. Let's first look at main campus. This is the hub of it all. So I'm sure you have come to main campus already, saw someone at the front office, met with admissions or financial aid, and if you haven't for some reason, you will be able to come and check out main campus. But here is just an example of how our different buildings are going to have this information on the app. So for main campus, you can see the hours of operation, you can see what programs are housed in that building, of course, the address and what the building looks like, right? So this is some valuable information, and you will be able to click on that campus maps and find all of our buildings to look at each and every part of our campus here. But what is so awesome about main campus, what we would like to call a perk alert. I love this. If you go to the second floor of main campus, we have a fresh marketplace. I like to say it's like a 7-Eleven or an AM/PM or whatever the case may be. It's like a little grocery store. You have fresh food, you have frozen food, you have candy, you have chips. There's like Carmex in there, chapstick, Tylenol, whatever you think that you may need. We do have that in our Fresh Marketplace. And so that is available to you as a student. So if you haven't been to main campus, or if you came to main campus and you didn't go to the second floor, I would encourage you to go up there and check it out. We also have a computer lab. We have Wi-Fi available if you need it. And then we do have student printing available. We have printers that you can utilize to be able to print out any documents that you may need for school or for whatever you may need it for. All of this is available at main campus. And if you go on the app and look at the other buildings, you can see what they have to offer as well. Now let's take a little bit of time to look at our employee directory. If you select and click on the employee directory, you can find contact information for NCC team members. Their department will be listed, their phone number, and their email address. And you will even have the ability to call them right from the app. All right, so it is such a wonderful feature. You don't have to call main campus and to, get transferred to the person that you're looking for. You can have direct access yourself. So check it out. Now this is important. Let's talk class schedules. So you'll see if you go back to the home page of the app, you'll see the class schedule icon. Go ahead and click on that. All right, in this part of the app, you'll be able to access your class schedule. So you'll see a calendar view of the schedule. You'll see some yellow dots, which equals your scheduled classes. And then you'll be able to click a date for the class details. And in this example, the class details, it lists that it's MA 106, which is Body Systems and Medical Specialties 3. You'll see the date of that class, you'll see the time, and the building name will be listed. And this is going to be valuable information that you're going to need to have on a consistent basis to know exactly where you're going, for what class you are in, and what time that class session is. Okay, what is the difference from your class schedule view, the on-campus versus online class session? Well, if you are having a class online where it says building name, you will have the building name. So whether that's main campus, whether that is PAC, whether that is SSC, you will have that building name, and then you will have the room number. If your class happens to be online for that day, under the building name, it'll say online class session. And then the room number will be GMCS, and that stands for Google Meet Class Session. So that is how you will be able to distinguish between the two. If you're coming on campus, it'll have the building name and the room number. And if it's online, it'll have online class session with GMCS as the room number. Let's now talk about accessing student resources. You may hear the term digital tools quite often as a student here at NCC, and we've kind of gone over a few of them, but I want to make sure that I address them again. So we have Canvas. The first one is Canvas. That is our learning management system, and that's where you're going to do and turn in all of your work. Your books are going to be in Canvas. You're going to submit your assignments in Canvas. You will and can communicate with your instructors in Canvas. All of that good stuff will happen in Canvas. All right. Then you have your Gmail. This is another digital tool. This is where we are going to, administratively wise, and other instructors or whatever the case may be, you may get communication to your Gmail, all right? Your school email, that is a digital tool. And then you also have your student portal. And we talked about it a little bit early, but I will tell you again that this is where you can reach out to financial aid. You can look at all of that information. You'll be able to access like your attendance and make sure that you are where you need to be in regards to that. So that can happen in your student portal. All right, so financial aid information, attendance, those are just a couple of things. You can do that in the student portal. Your Gmail is super important because we talked about that. All communication is going to come to your school Gmail account. And then also your Canvas is that is the learning management system. That's where you're going to do all of your assignments and submit them. What type of technology do we recommend here at NCC? So in weeks 1 and 2, we recommend that you have access to one of the following during the first 2 weeks in the program. So for the first 2 weeks, if you have a laptop, that is perfect, all right? If you have a laptop to be able to do your first 2 weeks worth of assignments, that is definitely probably one of the better options, right? If you have a tablet, that's going to be suffice as well to be able to get you through the first 2 weeks. And then of course, if you have a desktop, you will be able to do your school. These are things that you're able to have in the first 2 weeks, all right? After the 2 weeks, we're going to talk about what that means, but this will definitely put you in a great position to be successful. Now you may be thinking, I don't have any of those type of personal devices. Do not be discouraged. You have options. You can access a computer in one of the following ways. So here on campus, we have what we call laptop carts in the classrooms. If you need to stay after class, come a little early to do your work because you don't have your own personal device, I would say get with your instructor to see about utilizing one of the laptops in the laptop carts. Also, we have a computer labs here on campus where students can sit down, do their work as long as we are open. You just want to look at our hours of operation. You can come to a computer lab and use our devices. Or you could always access a public library. There's one that is right here around the school. There may be some that are around where you live. Those are definitely options to be able to make sure that you can get your schoolwork done the first couple weeks. Also, there are some things that you can do on your phone. You can't do everything, right? But there are some things that you may be able to even do on your phone. So I would definitely explore those options if you don't have the recommended technology. Now we are at inventory distribution timelines. This is such a great topic. Distribution day happens the beginning of week 3. What does that mean to you? So we talked about the first 2 weeks a little bit when it came to, the recommended technology, but the beginning of week 3 is when we evaluate, are you prepared and have all of the tools that you need to be able to be successful as a student. So here are the things that we assess. We see if you attended the first 2 weeks of class, which is super important. You got to go to school the first 2 weeks, all right? Completing your Canvas work, not just coming to class, but actually completing the work that is in your Canvas coursework. If you do those 2 things, okay, and you want to be an NCC student and progress in your program, at that point you will receive your inventory, which includes your student laptop. So if you didn't have your own and you were, whether you were accessing the library or utilizing our computer labs or borrowing a computer for laptop carts, in week 3, if you have checked off these boxes, you've come to class, completed your coursework, you will now get your own student laptop. We have free academic support here at NCC for all of our students. And so if you would like to request this academic support, first, you probably need to know what does that include. It includes one-on-one tutoring with your faculty member, your instructors. They will be able to provide you with that additional help, additional resources to be able to communicate some of these core competencies and some of these ideas that you may be struggling with. We have one-on-one writing labs, computer classes, we have ESL tutoring and group classes. So all of these services are free to you. Well, how do you request them? You can contact your academic advisor for more details. So once again, if you are in your school journey and you are having some difficulty, or if you just want some extra help, like you might be just doing fabulous and awesome, but you need some or would like some additional resources or some help, please reach out to your academic advisor and we can get you signed up for one of these support sessions. If you are requesting academic accommodations, if you have, so for instance, if there's something that is preventing you from, experiencing the learning environment as the majority of our other students. Let's say you have an IEP. Please send those requests to accommodations@northwestcareercollege.edu. We will have someone there to be able to look at what you submit, follow up with you, and have a discussion on what we are able to do here at NCC. So if you have any thoughts about requesting academic accommodations, please send an email right away so we can get you the assistance that you need. Another hot topic is available resources. So if you are in need of resources, if you go back to like that home page of the app, you'll see the icon that says request resources. You need to go ahead and click on that. If you click on that, there will be a little bit of just like I don't want to say an application, but just some information that we gather here that our student services team will look at to see if we can assist you anyway here at NCC or provide you with information to resources that are out in the community. For a list of more detailed support that's available through our student services, if you were to go through the app and select request resources and fill out the information, we can connect you. Even if we don't have these resources here at NCC, we do have a long list of resources out in the community. We partner with different agencies, and we can get you connected to a place that can be able to offer you the assistance that you need. So that may be in the form of transportation, childcare, if you're in need of food resources, you need safe housing or shelter, affordable housing, mental health resources, legal resources, pregnancy resources, and the list is just very long, all right? So please, I encourage you, if you are in need of anything, please go onto the app. Please select that. If you're not even quite sure what you need, right? Just at least put in your name, a contact information, whether it's your phone number, your email, and someone from our student services department will follow right back up with you, all right? So please don't hesitate. If that is something that you are in need of in this moment, I encourage you, go ahead and get that filled out so we can be in contact with you. Let's talk a little bit about NCC Student Policies. First, we will talk about our dress code policy. We do have uniform expectations. The first 2 weeks, you want to make sure you are wearing your NCC t-shirt. Every new student should get a NCC t-shirt. With that NCC t-shirt, you can wear jeans or you can wear slacks. Here's the thing about the jeans. You want to make sure that they're just nice, regular, clean, pressed jeans, no holes, no frays, none of that, just regular solid color jeans, or you can wear slacks, and we do ask that you wear closed-toe shoes. That is for the first 2 weeks because you will not have your official uniform. So once again, your clean, ironed, pressed NCC t-shirt that we will provide you. You can wear with that a pair of jeans, no holes, no frays, slacks, and closed-toe shoes. After that, remember we talked about distribution day inventory in week 3, you will receive your official NCC uniform, whether that comes via scrubs, if you are in one of our clinical programs, or whether you will receive a polo for the majority of our admin programs. After that, you'll wear your NCC uniform. Let's talk a little bit more about the dress code policy. So here are some things that are approved in class. So like we already discussed, your NCC uniform, closed-toe shoes, professional makeup, natural hair color, and we're going to get to what those colors are. You can have ear and nose studs, and you can wear a head covering, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. What is not approved in class? For no reason whatsoever, no sunglasses, no hats, no long fingernails, and that is just due to the nature of what your potential field will require as far as nail length. So if you have any, I guess, specific questions about long and what long looks like, I would definitely say reach out to your program chair, okay? Excessively dark or bright makeup, that goes back to the professional makeup, meaning that, we just want to make sure we're presenting ourselves in the best way possible, for our chosen careers, and that we are, coming across as one that understands what the profession is looking for, right? And then those other opportunities, such as like when we go out, have a good time, that's where, you can do your makeup that way, all right? So clothing with holes, rips, and tears, that's not approved either. And then exposed body piercings are not approved. If you ever have any questions, like I said, just reach out to your program chair. Honestly, that is what they are there for. If you have questions, concerns, or you just need some more information, definitely that's what we are all here for. And please just reach out. Hair color check. Here we go. So here you can see a list of approved hair colors, all right? If it says approved, that means it is approved. If it says not approved, right, it's not approved. So this is the requirement for NCC because we want to prepare you for the field. It has nothing to do about what we think is pretty or not pretty, or even what we deem, right, personally as professional and unprofessional. But this is what the fields require for the programs that we have, and some of the input that they give us as to, what they do accept in their place of business. So we extend that information to you, and then we hold you to those standards here because we're preparing you for the field in which you're about to go into. All right. So these are the approved hair colors. If you have any of the pretty fun colors on the bottom, you do have a couple of options. So the first 2 weeks, we do give our brand new students the opportunity to figure it out, right? So, you can always change your hair color if that is something that you are wanting to do. If there's some way that in a different type of style that, you can cover the maybe you have little, what do they like to call it, ombre or tips that are of a different color. I've seen students, wrap their hair in a bun. I've seen all kinds of things, right? So, but the message here is that you just want to make sure that you get your hair at one of these approved colors. Here's another option. I'm so proud of this, that we are now allowing our students to wear head coverings. You can wear a solid head covering, such like as a turban, right? And you can do that as well if you don't want to change your hair color. While you are here at school, you are more than welcome to do that. So listen, if you are in a predicament right now as you are watching this and listening to this and oh my goodness, I have school next week and I didn't know this, what do I do? Do not worry. That first 2 weeks, your trial period here, that's the opportunity to let's figure out a game plan. Let's figure out your options so we can get you where you need to be so you can have all of the right boxes checked as far as being an NCC student. All right. So any questions or concerns about hair color or any other color that's not on here, once again, please reach out to your program chair, and I know that they will be happy to answer your questions. Here is another fun one, cell phones. Everyone has a cell phone. Everyone has a cell phone. And I know we all need cell phones, right? We got to stay in touch with those that we care about and those that care about us. But we have a no cell phone policy, right? We want to make sure that we are presenting all of our students with the best learning environment. But we still understand that there may be times where you may need to reach people and people may need to reach you. So we are not opposed to you having it on vibrate, having it somewhere near you for those programs where your instructor and program chair will let it be on your person. We're just asking that you do have it on vibrate and that you're not using it during class unless for some reason you're authorized to do so. So for some of you, well, how am I supposed to know if an emergency happens, or how would someone contact me? Well, here's the thing. In your classes, the majority of them are 4 hours long. You do get a break, all right? And so on that break, you are more than welcome. We encourage you, check your phone, make your necessary phone calls. whatever the case may be, right? And then for those opportunities where you do have your phone put away, but let's say there's something happening in your personal life and this is just a time where you just have to be readily available, please, you can give your family members, you can give your job, whoever it may be, your spouse, your children, give them the phone number here to the school. They are more than welcome to call you at any time, and I promise you someone will come out and get you from class so that you can take the phone call. All right. The cell phone policy is just to make sure that everyone has the best ability to learn in the class with minimal disruption. All right. But we're not trying to cut you off from the outside of the world. So if you can, put your phone on silent, put it away, check it on your breaks. And then, like I said, you got something really going on, or you just want someone to have it just in case, give our phone number to everyone that you can think of, and let them know that if they do need to reach you for an emergency, they are more than welcome to call. There are some programs here at NCC that require immunizations, okay? And so those programs requiring them are our dental assistant program, medical assistant program, and pharmacy technician. The immunizations that are required are hepatitis B and MMR, all right? And so the submission deadline for those are 90 days from the program start date, okay? So if you have those, I ask that you send them to immunizations@northwestcareercollege.edu, all right? So we're going to make sure, don't worry, if you're like, oh my goodness, where do I get it? How do I get it? When do I need to get it? Okay, yes, it's 90 days from program start date, but we got you covered. Trust me. You won't just skate by and realize, oh, I didn't have what I needed. We're going to make sure you have what you need, but this is just good information to know, all right? So if you have anything that you need to submit because maybe you've already done this, or you have questions, or you just want to have a deeper conversation about that, please email immunizations@northwestcareercollege.edu. All right, we're getting close to the end here. We're going to talk about a few student offerings. Okay, we got more free stuff. Free CPR certification. There are a few programs that do require CPR, which is dental assistant, massage therapy, medical assistant, and pharmacy technician. All right. And even if you are in a different program that does not require CPR certification, you can get CPR certified for free. All right. That is one of our student offerings. So excited. You never know when you will need it. Please sign up to get it. If you're interested, you can email cpr@northwestcareercollege.edu. We also have our student clinic. Let me tell you, you gotta go visit the student clinic, all right? As a student, your massages are only $19. That is for a 50-minute massage. Where in the world are you going to get such an awesome massage for only $19 for 15 minutes? Where? NCC, all right? So that is one of the student offerings, one of your benefits. Please, we have a whole clinic, massage clinic, where our massage therapy students work on clients to practice their skills, and those massages are only $19. It is relaxing, it is therapeutic, it feels awesome. So please go and visit the NCC clinic and sign up for your student massage. It's only $19. Do you still have questions? If you do, you can contact the new student advising team. That consists of Miss Daniela Martinez, which is our new student manager, and you see her phone number right there, or Miss Emerald Garcia, who is your new student advisor. I'm sure many of you have already heard from Miss Emerald at one point or another. These are the lovely ladies that you definitely want to contact during these first 2 weeks. Please reach out to them. Their phone numbers are listed right here. They would love to talk with you. If you need to troubleshoot anything, if you need to discuss anything, these are the ladies that you would want to reach out to. Last but not least, if you need to submit documents, and if you have questions and you, for some reason, didn't want to call Miss Daniela or Miss Emerald, you can use this QR code, okay, to submit your questions and to submit your documents. But here's the thing, if you have outstanding documents or stuff that you need to turn in and you haven't done it yet, please still come to class. No matter what, come to class. Do not let those things steer you away from showing up on day one for class. Come to class. But if you know you do have some things that you would just like to turn in and kind of be able to check that off, go ahead and use that QR code and you can turn those things in once again, or you can call Miss Daniela, Miss Emerald, come up to the school, whatever you need to do. But please, whatever you do, we are expecting you on day one, and so we want you to show up. Also, just to let you know that when you do submit questions or documents, you will get follow-up and responses within at least 48 hours. Now that's, a long time to me because our people are so wonderful. They usually get back to you right away, but just give it 48 hours if necessary. All right. So that's all that I have. We are so excited here at NCC to have you as a new student. Hopefully you enjoyed this little orientation, and we're just so excited about your future and what life has in store for you. All right. So we will see you on the first day. Remember, come to class no matter what. If you have any issues, please reach out to Miss Emerald. She will make sure that you are taken care of. And then you can also email us and call us if you have any concerns. We can't wait to see you.